Welcome back, dudes, dudesses. Long time no see, one day. Okay, APSUBoard. I did these back-to-back, these hill climb tests, and I was really impressed with both performances. APSUBoard. Okay, I came across this board about 5 weeks ago. The company approached me and said they had a dual belt drive, 1,000 watt motor, super light, heavy and robust, but really nice balance on it, as you can see. It also had 16mm belts. It had metal cogs. It just had a lot of things I was looking for. An 8 amp hour battery. I've got an extended range on that of 30 kilometers. Can you believe that? Just if you don't want knowing about the whole video, the banner comes across right here now. You'll see that video on 30 kilometer range on the long range distance test on that battery, and it's a sort of a no-name battery, so it was really impressive result. So big shout out to Nancy and the team at APSU, or APSUBoard as they're calling it. APSU, great remote with a liquid crystal screen. Absolutely loving this thing. You can see it's so nice at night time. It's got the nice round head nuts on the deck, like the boosted. I just love this board. It's got a lot of power. It's the fastest board I've ridden except for the Raptor. 47 kilometers per hour on a sneak speed test on this thing. So 100% yes! Yeah, that is a pretty impressive result, and I must say it needs a bell for that. I mean, it is really fast, and it's absolutely superbly smooth and sophisticated at that speed, so you don't feel at all dodgy. It's not a super flexy deck, which I like these stiffer decks. It's got a beautiful finish to it. So yeah, that's summing up on my first impressions of riding for 6 weeks now, the APSUBoard or APSUBoard. I absolutely love this thing. It is a boosted stealth annihilator. It just kills it in 30 kilometer range and 47 kilometers an hour top speed. And a hill climb test, well, that's what we're here today to check out. Let's see what it can do. Now, we know the boards can perform really well on the flat, but can they perform really well on hills where you really have nearly 100 kilogram rider under an enormous amount of stress, to see whether these things can perform? So that is always, that is not really a warning. Yeah, that maybe is. Okay, the warning is you've got to test these boards under extreme conditions for your own benefit and just peace of mind, because if you don't actually do that, you get on your first hill, and some of these boards I've had don't perform on hills. They really don't. So it's back to the KV of the motor, the windings, the power, the magnetic field, the EMF. It's back to the KVs. It's just everything accumulates to make that the litmus test essentially on these boards. So let's go to hill number 1 and have a chat about that when we come back. Small hill here. We'll go to hill number 1 and we'll come back and have a talk about how that performed. Okay, dudes, we're going to do the APSUBoard. This is 1,000 watts of grunt in each belt, same as a boosted. This is hill number 1. It's just a gradual 9% hill, but you'll get the speed up here, and we'll see what the speed is. Okay. Here we go. Now, there's a record up here. The Raptor, I think, did something 31 kilometers an hour. I'm happy with that. Wow. Okay, so up there with the V1, V2, that kind of speed, where we're seeing that the brakes on the APSUBoard are exceptional. These are ultra refined braking. I think that it's a definitely it's a tailored, customized Hobbywing remote. They've done a good job with the fact they've actually got the full braking levels on the remote. Now with the braking, low braking, if you're braking on a flat, It's about your weight factor. If you're heavy, you need a bit more braking, but generally 100 kilos nearly, or 92, I can pull up on low braking in about 10 to 12 feet. That's good enough for me. But when you get to hills and you're going down a hill, that's where the adjustable braking comes into its own, because yeah, it doesn't pull me up on a 24% hill. It just keeps going a little bit. So then I'm going to go to medium to really pull me up. You saw that on the banner coming across again. Here you'll see that same video on the long range. I did a sneak brake test on that. You can get an idea what the braking is. But yeah, exceptional adjustments to really refine that braking to how you need it for what you do. So yeah, really impressive. Let's go to hill number 2. Hill number 2 is a pretty steep hill. We'll check it out. More than likely, look at if it drops in speed up the hill. That's what you need to watch on the Odometer. That's what I'm looking for when I'm riding. If I think that it's dropping under load, that's not a good thing. Let's see what it does on that hill, and we'll check out and come back in a minute. Okay, here we are with the hill number 2. As you see, it's a decent hill, late afternoon now. This is the APSU board, 1000 watts dual belt drive. We'll have a look now. Wait this car to go past. You can go now. Okay, here we go. A lot of speed up here. Not sure what that was. I think it's 31. Oh wow, that's pretty impressive. That's really impressive. This thing's got some punch. Okay, these brakes are beautiful. See, it pulls me up enough on that hill, which is a decent hill. But if you put the brakes up to high, or it's on medium-low brake, you can see, you'll definitely pull up. It's based on weight and the angle of the hill. But yeah, impressed with that. These got reasonably great torque, but more importantly, they are phenomenal on the flat. So 46 kilometers per hour top speed on this baby. Okay. That was very similar. In fact, it's got more punch. Of course, it's got 1000 watt motors opposed to the V1, V2 APSUBoard, for example. It's got the 900 watt motors. You do see a bit more of that punch, a bit more of that bite, but also, yeah, the torque is not as bitey as maybe the APSUBoard. It's apples and apples, but apples and oranges, you know what I mean? But I mean, I think at the end of the day, if you want that top speed, you're going to have to go for the APSU board on the flat. But I mean, yeah, they're both all performing well. That was a nice result. I think the reason I didn't finish off that ride, I left the other board I was reviewing on the grass, and I just didn't want someone to come around and steal it. So I had to be really careful on that. So look, yeah, this APSU board, so far I've had no problems with it. 400 kilometers on this, no issues at all, no squeaking bearings, no noise, no problems at all. The range is just insane. I mean, this is a 30 kilometer range, doing an average speed of about probably 24, 25 kilometers per hour. I love the belt covers. I love everything about the whole look of it. Yeah, it's just a solid build and really premium product. So there you go. If you want to check this out on the website, check out the description field below how to purchase it. It's reduced right down now. The prices are all there. Yeah, so with another $30 discount from Nancy, you're bringing it right down to an insane price. So yeah, I can recommend this. Let's go to the number one hill, well, not number one in order, but number one as in what we look at. That's hill number 3. We look at the speed up hill number 3. We're sitting with some pretty powerful speeds up there. The Raptor, then you got the Zillboard, then you've got the all-wheel drive Onan. By the way, if you have an Onan and you have a problem with the remote, I've got a fix for that. There's a loop wire on the 4-wheel drive version that actually isolates the CPU to allow the conjunction syncing of both boosters. personally message me on my email address below in the description field. I'll show you how to send you a video how to fix that. You need some very fine soldering equipment, but it can be fixed, and it fixes it perfectly. So my Onan four-wheel drive is back on after 7 months of not riding it. So big shout out to Onan. I will get your four-wheel drive up and running and riding, and it's an exceptional, powerful board. So we digress because that was on the chart of the leaderboard. So, okay, so let's check it out, and we'll go to the hill number 3. We'll see what the APSUBoard can do. I'm hoping it can do around, I hope you can beat the V1, V2s. This is where it gets exciting. This reviews are hard work, and it gets boring sometimes doing these YouTube reviews, but this is where I really like. It's a bit of a horse race. You see where the boards fit. So let's see if we can outperform with the 1000 watt motors opposed to the Vestar boards, 900 watt, and also the boosted 1000 watts. Let's see what it can do. So let's go to hill number 3, and we'll check it out now. Okay, we're going to do the APSUBoard now on high speed. You can see there, H+. There it is there. This has got 2000 watts, 1000 watts each on nice 90mm wheels. This should get a record up here, I think. So let's see what it can do. Ready? 1, 2. Righto, here we go. It's always a test for these boards up these hills. Always a test. 23, 24, 25, 20, 27. 27, I'm pretty happy with that. Look, these boards aren't geared as incredibly torquey as, say, some of the boards like the Raptors and the Evolves, but that's its benefit. It doesn't use up as much battery. So let's quickly test the temperature now on these hubs with my temperature gauge. There we go here. It's currently showing 8 degrees. We'll have a look now. It's in my pocket. There's the motors. 1, 2, 3. 24 degrees. Other motor. 24 degrees. So 24.4 is a really good result on that heat. Pretty powerful impact that hill. Takes a lot of power out of these motors. Okay. Didn't quite get there. I mean, I'm going to give that 27.5 kilometers. It just pinched 27, so I think it might jump the V1, which it should, because it's a 1000 watt motor. So yeah, and I put a kilo on, so that's probably made made the difference. So yeah, so let's say 27.5 kilometers up that hill. Very impressive result. It was great. Look, this hill never ceases to astound me. It's only it doesn't look super steep, but when you take a board up there, even the Raptor, even the ZIL-board, it does, just the gravity and the weight does just weigh that down. It's a great test for a board. But having said that, I've got another hill I've found where there's a new hospital built near my place. It's like, it's not an illusion. It's like that bridge in China that goes up, and it's one of the steepest bridges in the world. And when you look at it, it looks like it's some ridiculous, impossible thing to climb. Check it out, steepest bridge in the world, China. You'll see what I mean. This is the same sort of thing. It's a massive steep hill, and it goes for about nearly half a mile. I'm going to call it, well, put some names down below, guys. I've put the Killer Hill, Hamburger Hill, Marathon Hill, but I want to call it a name, and we're going to go up there with these boards as just one unique little 5-minute video called Killer Hill, Hamburger Hill, or whatever, and see how we go up these hills. And it's going to be a long-range shot of me going up like a mountain. It's going to be insane. I have to do it on Sunday because a lot of cars around there. It's a really dodgy place to ride, sketchy as. So I've got to make sure there's no cars around Sunday. Got to find a second unit cameraman to help me do it. So that'll be fun. We'll see how that goes on a long hill with an endurance hill. Maybe the endurance hill, who knows. Okay, so we'll sit that on. We'll go to the leaderboard now, have a look at where it sits and talk about the rest of the boards. Go there right now. Okay, dudes, here's the leaderboard for hill number 3. Speed ranking up the hill. Okay, Raptor 2.1 inertia still holding first place, 39 kilometers per hour. The APSUBoard Generation 1 a year ago, coming up to 35 kilometers per hour. As we said, half gear, half speed, half throttle, so that would have just annihilated that hill. And there's the Odometer 4 I spoke about, 29 kilometers per hour. And there it is, the APSUBoard Model X1, 27.5 kilometers per hour. I'm giving it a 0.5. It didn't quite get 28, but it definitely went over 27, so it has to be fitted in that spot there at number 4 ranking. So congratulations to Nancy and the team there at in Shenzhen for APSUBoard X1. Beautiful result. There's the VestaBoard V1, V2. Very, very, very proud result there. That 27 kilometers per hour and 900 watt motors. Exceptional performance. And the VestaBoard Honeycomb at 24 was again exceptional. There's the Land Wheel on 22 kilometers per hour. The Onan on 21. The standard Onan 21 kilometers per hour. There's the Vril V1 and the V2 V1S on 21 kilometers per hour. The F1 also is in there as well. I've got to add that in. The COOBoard Generation 2 on 20 kilometers an hour. The updated 1.5 Cool Wheel, 19 kilometers per hour. And look at the Cool Wheel version 1, 18 kilometers per hour. That's a 5-year-old design skateboard that's still blitzing it in Europe. Amazing result there. It's just a beast. You can't kill that thing. And the Team G on 17, which is respectfully well placed because of its small battery lipo. Very impressive. So there you go. Today's results is the APSUBoard in 4th place on a new record for that next little batch of 27.5. But they're all pretty close, as you can see. So there you go. Gives you an idea what they're all doing. Okay, as you can see, we're up there. So congratulations to Nancy and the team at APSUBoard. You've got another little placing. It's like the Olympic Games medals. It's always changing. It's like the oldest person in the world always. There's someone always the oldest person in the world, so it doesn't last very long until someone's already there. Okay, so today's rating, what do I give it? Interesting. I think today's rating for this particular board, I'm going to have to give it a 9.8 out of 10. Reason being, it has beaten the 900 watt motors out there. It should. It's got a nice feel. I think it performed well. There's no cutouts, no issues. Also, looking at how much it's performed the last 6 weeks, 400, 500 Ks on it. Yeah, 9.8 out of 10 rating for this on the hill climb is I'm more than happy with that. That is a pretty nice result. Yeah, so not a problem there at all. Okay guys, so I just want to say that if you want to get this board set, look below. Now coming up tomorrow or the day after is the AEBoard. Big shout out to Ben for the slide-in battery. Now that hasn't got as much bite and punch in terms of these motors. It's a hub motor. Let's see what it can do on the hill number 3. We'll test that out, and again, we'll get you an idea how that performs. But having a second battery now, thank you to Ben, is going to give me a lot more range. I'm going to do an exclusive video on the long range of 2 batteries on that AE board coming up tomorrow. But for today, the APSUBoard, very impressed. Hill climb test on Andrew Penman YouTube. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Hook into the subscriber account, be part of the Zulu tribe. I've named it today, Zulu tribe. That's what you guys are. And I'll be coming around and seeing you in different countries. Europe starting off next few months, then the States. And I'd love to meet you guys. I know a lot of you looking through the lens now. I know a lot of your names. I like to put some faces to those names and see who you are, and be able to have a chat and a coffee or whatever. I don't drink, but you know, I'll have a coffee and we'll go for a ride. Guys, till next time, happy skating, safe skating. We'll see you in the next video. Andrew Penman signing off.